Hey everyone, this is Sunglass Rob from SportRx.
And Tyler from SportRx.
He's Tyler, I'm Rob. We're going to talk about the Nike Mercurial 6.0, which is quite possibly the best-selling frame that doesn't have a video yet.
Yeah, I'm excited to do this because I've sold this frame so many times because it's such a good frame.
I feel like this frame kind of changed SportRx. This was like the first frame.
It's a big deal.
This frame is amazing.
So how have we not? We're really sorry, Mercurial 6.0.
We're going to do it now, and we're going to do a great one. So here's the deal with the Mercurial 6.0. These are by Nike. They're unbelievably lightweight, durable, tough glasses, and they have a styling which isn't so much like Tour de France-y. I just did a marathon. They kind of look more like everyday glasses.
I call it a hybrid style.
Hybrid style,
but it's good for sport.
There's no compromise in the sport world with this glass. It has so many sport features and works so well on the bike, running, whatever kind of extreme sports you might be doing, but it doesn't give you that extreme sports look, which is kind of a trend that's happening right now. But when the Mercurial came out a few years ago, this was like the first one that did such a great job of it. And the other thing with the Mercurial 6.0, and maybe the main thing, is how well it works with high prescriptions. So this is our go-to frame if you have a really high prescription and you're doing a really fun sport and you don't want to have an insert system. Some of the reasons why this works so well with high prescriptions is that the lens is what's called a 6 base. Tell them the difference between 6 base and 8 base.
It's a curvature. It's just a unit of measurement for how curved the lens is, and a 6 is flatter than an 8. Not flat, but flatter.
Yeah, like regular eyeglasses are like a 4 base. Sunglasses like this are a 6, and like a full wraparound sunglass you would kind of think of is an 8 base. So this is, again, a hybrid in the middle. And what that allows us to do is have a lot less wraparound distortion if you have a really high prescription. So it still has some wrap and gives you the benefits of some wrap, but not so much wrap that it's going to be really hard to use the glasses if you have a really high prescription. And we specialize in wraparound technology, and we specialize in high prescription sport. Exactly. So if anyone can make it work, it's us. But sometimes some prescriptions, just a wraparound's not a great idea. That's where the Mercurial 6 comes in. So another reason why it works so well is that it has some hidden sport features. There's grip on the nose, there's grip on the temple, but it's not kind of over in your face grip. It's just a little bit of grip when you need it.
It's inlaid.
Yeah, so they don't slide off when they're not supposed to slide off. The other thing is the temples are a little bit thicker, and aesthetically you may or may not like that, but functionally it helps with the wind and the sun protection that you're missing out on because they don't wrap as much. It's not so much that it's really a big peripheral issue, but it's just there enough to block just a little bit more wind, a little bit more debris, give you a little bit more protection where you need it. So again, the frame, even though it doesn't wrap as much, is giving you protection in kind of secret, hidden little ways.
And one thing I want to add is, as many times as I've sold this frame, one thing that will concern me if I hear about a new frame that has an inlaid nose pad or any rubber bits, I would be afraid that it's going to peel off or start to come off. I've never gotten that call.
No, this frame has been like worry-free.
Yeah.
People love it.
It's super nice.
It's a great frame.
Super nice.
So comes in a bunch of styles, lens options. Once you get them in prescription, really an infinite number of choices we can do for you. And maybe you want some measurements on these glasses, so let's give you that. The width of the lens is 61 millimeters. The height of the lens is 39.5 millimeters. The distance between the nose bridge area, they call that 12.5, which is a little deceiving. It's about an average nose bridge area. I don't think you need to worry too much about that. The temple length is 137 millimeters. And then my favorite measurement, which is the temple to temple, that's like the overall width of the frame, is 136 millimeters. Speaking of width of the frame and fit, having fun over there?
What do you mean?
I would say this is a really one of those rare one-size-fits-most frames.
I mean, look at me.
Yeah,
look at him.
Yeah, you're smaller head-wise than I am, and I'm bigger, and they fit both of us. So I would say kind of any average adult male, unless you have a really, really big head. I have a big head, but not a really, really, really big head. And you have kind of a small to medium average, maybe a little less than average, and they fit you pretty well too.
A little smaller than average.
You're a little smaller than average, but not in heart and soul. You're bigger than average. All right, that's a lot of information about Tyler and the Mercurial 6.0 from Nike. You can get them in prescription from SportRx. You can also get them in non-prescription from SportRx. If you have any questions, you can email info@SportRx, or you can leave a comment down in the comment section, and Tyler will actually reply, because that's what you do sometimes.
Sometimes I do. Hey, I have this really cool idea for like a handshake.
Oh, okay. What is it?
It's like a rocket ship.
We're gonna do a rocket ship fist bump.
So go like this, go like that. Oh, and just wait, hang on, I'm gonna do this. Come on, whoa!
And then do the rocket ship around the fingers. We go up. It's so terrible. It's gonna work. Go show you.
Wow.
I hope you're rolling. You're such a great B-roll.